If you're in your 40s and 50s, you might be wondering, what's happening to my body? Simply gaining weight, not sleeping well, feeling anxious for no reason, or dealing with hot flashes that come out of nowhere. This could be menopause. But here's the truth: menopause is not a disease. But what about the symptoms? Well, they can absolutely affect the quality of your life. But you know what the good news is? There are ways to manage it. Hello, I am Tanya, a nutritionist. Welcome to the channel where science meets simple health. Subscribe and join me on the journey to better health. Today I am breaking it down all for you. Let's understand what's going on and what you can actually do about it. So, menopause is clinically defined as 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period. That's it. The average age is around 45 to 55 years. But menopause is not just one moment, it's a transition that happens in phases. The common symptoms: hot flashes and night sweats. You might feel sudden wave of heat and sweating even during the night. And this basically happens because your estrogen affects your body's temperature regulation system. You might struggle to fall asleep or wake up multiple times. And this is often not just stress, it's linked to the night stress and hormonal shifts. The third symptom is the mood changes. So you can face irritability, anxiety. Estrogen also influences chemicals like serotonin. If you're feeling emotionally unstable, it's not just in your head, it could be psychology. Vaginal and sexual health changes. So there is reduced estrogen, which leads to vaginal dryness, pain during intercourse, and reduced libido. This is one of the most ignored areas, but it's extremely important. You might notice increased belly fat, reduced muscle mass, slow metabolism, and many women think, I didn't change anything, so why am I gaining weight? It's basically hormones, aging, and muscle loss, which adds down to metabolic changes. Now, beyond symptoms, how can menopause also impact your long term health? So, talking about bone health, low estrogen increases the risk of osteoporosis. Post menopause, the risk of cardiovascular diseases increases. There can be changes in your brain, changes in your memory, cognition, mental clarity. So, menopause is not just about managing symptoms, it's about protecting your future health. So, if we talk about some evidence based treatments, which is backed by science, the first is hormone therapy. So, this is the most effective treatment for hot flashes, night sweats, and vaginal symptoms. These include estrogen therapy, estrogen plus progesterone if the uterus is present. But here's the key: it must be individualized and prescribed after only a proper medical evaluation. There are non hormonal treatments for women who cannot take the hormonal therapy, like certain antidepressants, gabapentins, and clonidines. This can also help reduce hot flashes. Although keep in mind that the gabapentin and the clonidine both reduces hot flashes by up to 45 to 50%, but not specifically FDA approved. And also it's considered a second line option because there are higher side effects. So it should only be considered if and only if it's prescribed by your doctor. The third treatment option is vaginal estrogen therapy for vaginal dryness and painful intercourse. So it's usually low dose, localized, and generally safe. Let's talk about the lifestyle and nutrition. So this is where you can have control, because nutrition focus on foods, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. And these help you with heart health, weight management, and hormonal balance. For calcium and vitamin D, which is critical for your bone health, you can include sources like dairy or fortified foods, ample amount of sunlight exposure, and supplements based on your blood test reports if needed. Exercise is also non-negotiable. You can include, and you must include, strength training because it helps you build muscle. Cardio 2 to 3 days a week for heart health, including yoga and flexibility exercises for mobility. So, strength training is, I would say, especially the most important for a woman after 35. Talking about the sleep, you should have a fixed sleeping schedule. You should limit your tea and coffee late in the evening, and you should try to maintain few steps like maybe dimming the lights 1 to 2 hours before sleep time, developing a reading habit, and also keeping your room cool because cool temperature helps you fall asleep faster. Okay, now let's talk about the sexual health. So, this is something we need to normalize. First of all, when we are talking about it, sexual health is like a key part of well being, even after menopause. So, there are solutions like lubricants, moisturizers, vaginal estrogens, and of course, open communication with your partner if your sexual health is getting affected. Talking about the mental and emotional health, the menopause can affect your identity, your confidence, your emotional stability. So, what helps is stress management, mindfulness, gratitude journaling, and therapy from a specialist if you really feel that you need it. There are some myths I would like to clear, like menopause means decline. So, this is a myth. Fact is that women are and they can should live healthy and active life for decades. The second myth is hormone therapy is unsafe. The fact is that it is safe for many if it is used correctly. The third myth is weight gain is unavoidable. So the fact is lifestyle really plays a huge role. When to see a doctor? You must seek help if your symptoms have started affecting your daily life. If you suffer from severe hot flashes, you experience a lot of pain during intercourse, or if you have irregular bleeding. So menopause is not the end of your health, it is only a transition. With the right knowledge, the right lifestyle, and the right support, you can actually feel strong, confident, and healthy in this phase of your life. Remember, every women's menopause journey is unique. Have you ever experienced any menopause symptoms that surprised you? Share your thoughts in the comments and follow for more simple, science based, practical nutrition and wellness insights. I'll see you in my next video.